and Taylor.
Taylor.
What's going on, April?
Okay, now you know we're on this exercise kick, right?
Yeah,
Right, now,
and
did
my
you-
muscles are still tight as we speak.
Okay, but did you work out this morning?
No, I did not.
Well, I did, so what's your problem?
I was tired. The rain had me stuck to the bed. I could not move, so I'm going to be honest. But from my understanding, I was calling you, and you were in the gym.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. But listen, that 4 miles we did on the first day, I think, was a pretty big deal for me because I haven't worked out in like months.
Ooh, well, I'm going to have to get you out.
Yeah.
That's no excuse, okay? What's the age difference here?
I don't know, but we're going to keep that under wrap. But I'm definitely not going to let her outdo me. So viewers, just keep this in mind. It's a contest going on.
Yeah, we're competing against each other.
And we will keep you guys updated. We're going to weigh in every week. How about that?
Yeah, next week we're going to weigh in. So you better go hit the scale because
we're going to weigh in every week.
Okay, now we're going to weigh in privately or we're going to weigh in on
No,
TV?
we're going to let the viewers keep up with us.
Oh,
so we need to start off by telling them our current weight.
Current now or current?
Current weight, right now. Okay,
what's
when we
your
weigh
weight?
in next. 164.
She is lying.
I'm 5'7". It's my height. It has a lot to do with it.
All right, well.
I'm not lying.
You said 167? No. What did you say?
164.
164? All right, I'm 164 too. I am.
Real talk, April.
Real talk? Okay, 167.
Either way, next week we're going to weigh in and we're going to see who's been working out and who has not been working out, okay?
I don't know if that's okay. Okay, but no, we're gonna actually weigh in so you can see our weight, and then we're gonna pick up from there. Okay?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. So we can.
So
go
listen,
ahead and indulge.
let's tell everybody about the Diamond Awards from last weekend. Oh my goodness, it was a phenomenal award to be at. If you were not there, you guys missed out, but definitely we're gonna recap for you today, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Having the opportunity to talk to Dion. That was
Dionne Warwick, wow.
Her presence was
A legend.
definitely that. What was your take on it?
She's beautiful. She's phenomenal. It's definitely not nothing from seeing her on TV and, hearing the things in the media about her, from just meeting her and being able to talk with her and interview her, totally gave me a whole different look.
Perspective
Yeah.
of her? I'll say the same. She was very quiet. She was very pleasant. I kind of lost a little bit. What?
You get emotional, so.
Well, it was for me. I must admit. I didn't think I'm not a lack of words, but I did kind of.
You were a lack of words that night, and I was in shock. April. We also got an opportunity to meet with Arrested Development as well. Just to name a few, we also had an opportunity to meet with Jamie Foster Brown from Sister to Sister. So she definitely
was very pleasant
and beautiful.
She was beautiful. So we're going to just tell you guys need to tune in to next week, and because this was the first time that that the Diamond Awards will be televised.
Right.
So we're very excited about that. So it's a show that you should not miss.
So stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated on the date and time that you will be able to view.
That I must say I'm excited about the fact that we were actually there, Taylor, and for this to be the first time that the Diamond Awards will be televised, that's something in itself. So
that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
You guys definitely just stay tuned. We'll give you more details on when that will be aired and when you'll be able to check out us live on the red carpet with a host of celebrities.
And that's real talk.
Okay?
Okay.
So listen, I want to go into this right quick. I'm talking to the viewers as well as, is this okay or not okay?
All right.
Beyonce new song.
Okay, that's not an okay.
Bow
as far as I'm concerned.
Down. My girl, I love her. I mean, Beyonce is someone I couldn't even name another artist out there that I admire more than her. I mean, she's beautiful, she's sexy, she has it all. But she kind of threw me off a little bit with this new Bow Down.
It seems like she's trying to prove a point. Evidently, she must have some haters out there, and the song seems like she's trying to, let them know that,
Basically, I'm just not his little wife. I took a little time off to be mommy, but don't get it twisted, basically, is what I'm getting out of it. So.
Okay, but why sit there and even take the time to acknowledge that? And the reason why I said that, I guess it has to do with, the age gap and stuff. And the first thing that came to my mind is that here you are, this beautiful woman, okay, and whether you want to be in the position of being a role model, the fact that you just left the White House, okay, the opportunity of a lifetime that people
Speaking
just,
of.
and then speaking on the behalf of our first black president, okay, and after doing that and what hubby on her side, what's his new song as well?
Well, it's not his song. I think it's Kendrick Lamar. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's what is it? Itch Don't Kill My Vibe. Something
And-
like that.
and I
but
did a little bit
Jay-Z
of-
has a verse in there where he's running through the White House with a mink on like it's the mall or something.
Exactly.
I may be wrong on the lyrics. I don't know.
Okay.
And he's sitting next to Hillary smelling like dank. I don't even know what dank is. What is dank?
Well,
What is dank? Do you know?
I don't know, but I can guess.
If you know, viewers, please tweet us because we do not know what dank is. But he said he's sitting next to Hillary, smell like dank. I don't know, but I really don't like to be clueless either. So
Okay, probably a form of marijuana.
some herbs, huh?
Some kind
So why would you just leave the White House from inauguration? Your wife is singing, the national anthem, and now you coming back doing a verse on Killer Mike Kendrick Lamar's song, bragging about how you running through the White House and you sitting next to Hillary smelling like some herbs.
Okay, well, I just personally feel that.
Is this
it was
okay or not okay?
No, it's not okay. We want our viewers, go to tweet and,
Please tweet us at RTLK April Taylor and let us know if this is a okay or not okay with Bow Down as well as Itch Don't Kill My Vibe.
okay, I tell you. And so we're going to go ahead and move on. And our first guest, who do we have here today?
Look, we have a very, very, very exciting show today. We have Blue Da Vinci from BMF on our show today. And we're going to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. We're sure there's probably a lot of questions that's been left unanswered that you viewers would want to know. And I'm sure a lot of people know about BMF. A lot of people may not know about BMF. He also has brought an artist along with him by the name of Young Fly David, or if I'm wrong, I'm sure it will be corrected when he comes on.
Okay, and so I'm going to sit here and being that I'm kind of new to the Atlanta scene and what's going on, and I've done just a little bit of, research on, the BMF and stuff, but you have been telling me a lot, on it and stuff. So once we get Blue out here, I'm going to kind of let you run the floor, and I'm kind of sit back and just listen, because there's some things that I do want to, but what does BMF stand for?
Black Mafia Family.
Black Mafia.
And when you say Black Mafia Family, when you say mafia, you think of something like nationwide. This is like, mafia is this is a family. That's not just in like one area. This is like nationally, worldwide. You have family everywhere you go. When you think of mafia.
I think of cartel.
Exactly.
I think of drugs. I think of
All of that.
So I'm trying to see how that ties into the music.
And I think that's where Blue is going to be able to take us from there to where we are now.
All right, sounds good.
Okay? You guys stay tuned
We'll be right back.
with Real Talk.
April and Taylor.
Okay?
We're here today with Blue Da Vinci.
Yeah,
welcome,
yeah.
welcome. So
Welcome
glad
to
have you
Real
here.
Talk.
I'm so glad to be here with two beautiful ladies. Young ladies, might I add.
Oh, well, thank you so
you.
much.
Young ladies, plural, might I add.
Thank you.
Well, go ahead.
First of all, Blue, we want to start off by letting you kind of introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you, before we get into all the questions. Tell our viewers about who you are.
Okay, I go by the name of Blue Da Vinci, BMF finest. I heard backstage the ladies, speaking on the acronym of BMF. Well, actually, the acronym of BMF has many titles. Amongst one of the most popular is Black Mafia Family. When this company was established, it was never established as a word or three words. It was always established as an acronym because it has different meanings. Blowing money fast, Big Meech family. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
Brothers moving forward, Black Mafia family. So all of these things are acronyms. Every time you see BMF, you'll see a B, a dot, a M, a dot, and an F, and a dot. Because
Okay.
we want people to just be able to take what they want to take from this situation. Now, at a certain point in time, stuff that people was picking up wasn't always all good, you know. But as time progresses, you know, people get a chance to mature, come into themselves. Things change. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think, you know, I've done a full 180, pointing this direction, and now I'm pointing in a totally different direction here in 2013, and you know, it's all good.
But that would lead to the first question when you say you were pointing in this direction and now you're pointing to this direction. I'm assuming you're talking about you're now the BMF Entertainment.
I've
Yeah.
always been the BMF Entertainment.
Okay.
Blue Da Vinci started his career at the age of 15. I have a cousin by the name of Raz Kaz. He was signed to Priority Records in California. That's when I got my first start professionally into the music industry, in which I was his hype man. You know, I would go on the road and travel, you know.
So is that the person who stands in the background and just get the crowd going?
That's the
Or-
person that comes out first before he even comes out. I
Oh.
don't stand in no background.
Oh,
I was
okay.
always in the front saying, hold, here he come, he about to come, here he come. You know what I'm saying? I was
Okay,
that
okay.
person. And I still do it for my artists to this day, being the CEO and an artist on my own label. I still do it to this day. Like, I
Okay.
just came from off tour on stage with my artists that I have to this day, still hyping them, and I'm the boss.
Wow. What's your artist name?
The artist that I'm actually working right now, well, first of all, I'm putting out a compilation album in 2013 entitled Respect the Unexpected. So you guys could be looking for that this summer. Actually, right now, we are on a tour. I'm taking a week break. That's why I let production know that I would be back in Atlanta at this time, because we're taking a 1 week break. We've been out for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, doing a radio promo for Tobias Tate's first single off of this compilation, which is entitled One More Shot. So, you know, it's up on World Star right now with 3 million views. It'll be up soon at MTV Jams, and the following week at 106 in Park.
Wow, that's exciting. And you know what, Tobias Tape, I actually heard that song on 107.9.
Right.
I think it was doing like the battles of, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it was on Battleground maybe 6 weeks ago.
And he won.
Yeah, he won.
That's a
He
big
won the
deal.
Battleground.
Nice.
Now,
That means a lot of
at-
people was listening, kept voting for him to come
Right.
back and come back.
And now at Hot 107.9, he's in a mix show, 94.5 here in Atlanta. He's in heavy rotation.
Wow.
V103, I heard while I was on the tour bus. You know, they playing a record, they playing Tobias on V103. He's in a mix show at V103. So, you know, we working.
Wow.
We're trying to stay positive
Nice.
and stay working.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, but I want to kind of
Talk a little bit more about the BMF before, well, you've always been BMF Entertainment, but we want to go back to the root of this, the beginning of when BMF was started. You know, where did you come in? How did you get affiliated with BMF?
Well, I'm also an actor. One of my mentors, his name is DJ Pooh. He's the creator of Friday and every character involved in Friday. He wrote the first Friday movie that we all know, with Chris Tucker and Ice Cube, Day Day, and everyone. You know, he also did Three Strikes, a movie called Three Strikes, which I co-starred in. I played Blue in Three Strikes, as well as the Wash, the remake of the 70s film Car
Yeah,
Wash.
yeah.
He also created that film. He's one of my mentors, and he actually introduced me to Meech. He introduced me to Meech because Meech and his brother back in '99, they had a label situation together, and it was entitled Stomping Ground Records.
Okay.
So, you know, they were looking for artists and somebody to help them that knew a little bit more about the music industry to come in and help as well as being artists. And you know, I was just that person. So, you know, I got cool with Meech, and that's how Meech and my association started, through
Okay.
Stomping Ground Records.
So, Blue, let me ask you a question. Are you a part of BMF or BMF Entertainment?
I'm a founder of BMF Entertainment because that's what BMF is. The streets took BMF to another plateau as far as propaganda on the streets and what we were doing as far as being out,
Okay.
you know, in the clubs and you know, stuff like that. BMF started as BMF Entertainment Incorporated, period.
And that's with Big Meech.
And myself.
He started, and yourself.
I incorporated this company.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, now I want you to, because there's questions I have to ask.
Okay.
Okay, all right, now, when the little bit of homework that I've done and what you were telling me about the BMF, that this was, that it started off from from the streets in that sense, not from the music part. It came afterwards, right?
I mean, I
Now-
don't
No,
know.
that's false.
Is that false? Okay, see, these are the questions, this is what I'm trying to find out, is it false and how did it tie in? Because like I said, when we were just asking people randomly on the street, do you know who BMF is? Everybody, no one, except for today, and I must have, when I was actually at
today.
Dealers actually, okay, and I had asked a young lady, and the first thing she says, oh, it's the music, it's, she related it, everything she said dealt nothing other than with music, okay? When we were out on the street asking the people about it, they referred to it as it was this big drug thing that was going
Right.
on, and they were telling me about, that it was this big drug things and helicopters, and they were flaunting money, and they were this, but, and as weird as it sounds, I know this may sound bad, but it was like, they took care of their community with this money that they were, getting together. And so I don't want to sit here and make it seem like if it's not that this was all music related,
Right,
if that's
right,
not
right,
where
right.
it stemmed from.
Right.
And because from what I heard, things fell out, people got arrested, people are
Right.
still in jail because of
Right.
all of this.
That's right.
And,
If you could tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, if we step over, fine, say yes or no. But with that being said, did you play a role in that? Or did you ever get arrested in anything or serve time on that end? And this is why when you say I made a full circle, that's what I'm seeming, what I'm thinking is that, this was a part of your life, it's done and over, you've made a full circle, and this is where you're taking this, to the music end of it. But back to the other end, did you partake in that part of it? But just tell us, how were you affiliated with the BMF on that side?
Well, I'm a street dude at the end of the day. Period. I've been in the streets. I'm a gang member from Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
I'm no stranger to getting shot in the chest with a bullet wrapped around my spine right now. I'm no stranger to robberies as a young guy. So I'm definitely not here to say that everything was just hunky dory. But the original question, the initial question was, how did it start? And it did not start from what the media grabbed hold to or what people were in prison for and what I went to prison for.
Okay.
It started off from music, from entertainment. My introduction to Meech wasn't with a brick. It was with a mic at the end of
Okay.
the day. I made decisions on my own at a certain point in time in my life to get involved with things that I shouldn't been getting involved with,
Okay.
no matter who it was with, period, at the end of the day. But I did time. I was charged with a conspiracy to distribute 5 kilos or more.
Hold
something
on,
like that.
not to cut you off real quick. So coming into this whole BMF, and you said you were coming in on the BMF entertainment side, did you know that they were affiliated with
No,
drugs?
no, that wasn't any of my business. My business is coming fresh out of a feature film, co-starring in 3 Strikes. Was these dudes is handling this music business? They got a couple artists. I'm finna come in and help them turn this up.
Okay,
You understand what I'm saying? See,
Gotcha.
that was my business.
okay.
At the end of the day.
Okay.
But as things progressed, I got into,
You get caught up.
I didn't get caught up because I was happy.
Okay.
At the end of the day, if I could do it all over again, I'd do it the same.
Okay, if you didn't get caught up, then how'd you end up in jail?
See, to you, I got caught up. To me,
No,
I did
I'm
what I wanted to do.
Okay.
Period.
And what
All
was
right.
that? To get you in jail? Were you doing something you had no business in?
This is the
Okay.
hold on, wait a minute,
Okay,
let me
go ahead.
talk. This is a discrepancy. For you saying I had something I had no business doing. For me, I was taking care of my family.
Right.
I was paying bills. I was living. To me, I had business doing it, and I paid my debt to society for what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. At the end of the day, it wasn't that I had no business doing it, because I did have business doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Now, I had a choice. Now, to say in someone's eyes, is it right or is it wrong? It wasn't right. But I've done tons of things in my life that wasn't right, from putting the candy in my pocket at the age of 6 when my mama in the grocery store line at the end of the day.
Right.
And I think life is about choices.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all have choices that we have to make in life at the end of the day. I made mine. I made, like my mama always told me, boy, you made your bed up. Now you
lie
got to
in
sleep
it,
in it.
yeah.
That's right.
See, I wasn't complaining. I'm not complaining about it. See, that's my whole thing. I could take one side of the crowd and they'll say, that was wrong. You know you shouldn't have been doing that. That's horrible. But I could take another side of the crowd and say, man, you did what you did to get where you were trying to go to survive or whatever. You paid your debt to society. There's still people out here paying their debt to society, and that is what it is. My whole thing now is, what do I want to do from here on? From being released from prison? Do I want to go back into criminal activity? No. Do I still have an opportunity to further this brand that we all created? Because if we didn't create a brand, I wouldn't be sitting here, and you guys wouldn't be asking a question about BMF. See, BMF is a brand. IBM is a brand. General Electric, GE is a brand. AT&T is a brand. BMF is a brand. Now,
Gotcha.
it might have been founded on something righteous that slipped into something not so righteous.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it's always a way to come full circle. I got so many people in the community, young brothers, at-risk youth, people that's selling dope, people that's doing all these things that I get a chance to share my story with and tell them, hey, listen, at the end of the day, bro, you ain't been through it yet. I've been through it. This is where it's ending up. Make your decision.
Okay.
So you know, at the end of the day, I get a chance to help.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I never look at that BMF situation as being something bad. It was something unfortunate at the time, but it could always turn into something beautiful if the right thing, you know, gets done with
Okay,
it.
let me ask you this, and because like I said, I'm just, you know, fresh and just kind of like learning what's going on.
Oh, that's cool.
Those are those who, you know, may still be in jail. Are they
Mm-hmm.
still part of, do you guys still are they still part of the BMF?
Everybody's BMF.
Everybody,
If you got 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 150 years, 30 years, we all created this together. I won't turn my back on one of them.
okay, so the ones that are still in jail, and I'm not sure really who they are,
Mm-hmm.
but do you guys still communicate and you guys take care of each other? I mean, is it like a family thing once, if it goes to the point where
Some people communicate, some people don't.
Don't.
You know, some people got themselves into a situation where other people don't want to communicate with them.
So, Big Meech, do you communicate? Do you all write? Do you get to visit?
Well, unfortunately, at this point in time, I'm still on federal probation.
Okay.
So I can't correspond with another federal inmate,
Okay.
you know, legally. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I can't correspond with them. You know, do I send my love? Of course.
Okay.
Good.
You know, do I still love him? Of course.
Okay.
Am I going to look out for his son when his son's birthday coming and when it's school time? Of course. Am I going to help his mom when needed or when asked? Of course.
Okay,
Okay.
it's still a family.
Right. It's still a
The
family.
mafia family.
The
So,
mafia.
so let me ask you this, and correct me if I'm wrong, because again, we're all new. We are new to this, and we're learning as we go. But okay, so BMF is big on loyalty. Loyalty is everything. It's not just a word; it's a lifestyle. Correct. So, Gucci Mane, the rapper, from my understanding, he killed someone that was affiliated with BMF.
From your understanding is wrong. Not at all.
Okay, he did not, and
Never.
and so there's no need to ask the question of
Yeah,
why.
no
is it that-
affiliation with that incident with Gucci Mane and what went on in his home. The guy was not affiliated with BMF.
Okay.
I don't know who the person is.
Okay.
Never met him in my life. That was a whole nother entity with some whole other people. That's propaganda.
Okay, got you. Cleared that up. You guys got that?
You got that?
For those who want to know on Real Talk, who's tweeted
It's Real
some
Talk.
questions to ask.
Yes.
I
And
think
Gucci is my dog. That's my man. We do
Okay.
records together. We work together. East Side Stand Up. Goo-wop. You know I got you, baby.
and another question that was tweeted. And these are questions that are coming through tweets.
Oh, trust me, it's not one question that you'll get that I haven't heard or answered or not answered.
Okay, so there, I guess, was another guy that is BMF. His name is Uwe. And I guess you guys were really close, but he was locked up shortly after you or released shortly after you, but now there was
Locked
this
up
big
after
tension
me and came out like a while after me. It's a big tension as far
between you guys, and want to know why you
Who,
guys.
me and Uwe?
Yes.
No. I don't know
No
where you're getting
tension.
this information from.
These
That's
are
like
questions that were
like-
tweeted
like
to be asked.
Uwe's like my little brother.
Okay.
You know, I mean, even if Uwe and I had an argument it's like arguing with my brother. You know, we have had disagreements, you know, just like any other little brother.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So somebody might have heard him say something or me say something. Man, I ain't messing with him right now.
Okay.
But that's family. That's always going to be my little brother.
Okay.
It's nobody else's business what we go through. You understand
Gotcha.
what I'm saying? But,
Right.
I mean, you know, to answer your question, no.
So there
that's
is
my
no
baby
beef.
boy.
So Twitter, there's no beef between.
No, there's no beef
Blue Da
between
Vinci and
Ooey and
Ooey.
Blue Da Vinci.
right.
That's impossible.
Now, I do know this because I listen to music and I am familiar with who Young Jeezy
I don't
is.
like him.
That is beef. That is beef with Blue Da Vinci.
You know what?
Tell us about that.
For real, at the end of the day, you know, like I say, man, you know, people always get time to change and think. And you know, when certain situations arise for any individual, human nature is to react. You know what I mean? So, you know, some things that I won't discuss have happened in the past, and, you know, just a misunderstanding and miscommunication between two people that were very cool at one point in time led us to a point where we won't even stand in each other's presence right now. You know, am I thinking about doing something to him, or, you know, do I want to see anything happen to him? No. But when I hear a record and he's shooting some subliminal diss lines at me, am I going to get mad and run right back in there and say something? Yes. If I seen him that night, would I want to punch him in the face? Yes. But, you know, once I stay prayed up and, you know, a little bit of time pass and I get time to grab on to my wits and my sense and what really makes sense and what needs to happen and what not happen, you know, it's water under the bridge to me.
So if you've seen him right now and he walked past you.
Man, I'm so laid back and cool with my artists out there with 3 million views on that World Star with these videos finna drop. I'll probably say, bruh, you know, you might gotta wait, but they finna have you on next. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what kind of person I am. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not the monster that a lot of people has created me to be. Switch Gang is an entity that I have joined. Not joined, but
Hold
that
on.
I have. See, listen, this is how I go. Calico got Switch Gang. Calico was my brother's, one of my brother that passed away was his best friend. So when I came home, Calico was already doing the Switch Gang thing. So, you know, of course, I'm going to take my little man with me, back with me. He been BMF title for years, Calico has. He's official.
Okay.
And the Switch Gang is his. So, you know, naturally, if he's got a crew that's worldwide, I'm talking about Australia, Japan, he's got Switch Gang everywhere. You know,
So he's Switch Gang. He's not.
you know, he's BMF.
Was
yes.
he BMF first
Now,
or Switch
is
Gang?
Switch Gang under BMF?
Switch get this. See now, see what you guys are doing are intertwining.
And
with-
Okay, because we don't know.
No, listen what I'm saying. You guys are intertwining what people have as a street gang and mixing it with business.
Okay,
You understand what I'm saying? So you got people. Big Dave don't rap.
okay,
Big Dave don't do no music.
Was he just BMF or BMF Entertainment?
He was BMF.
okay, got
Okay.
He was part of the entourage
it. Okay,
of BMF. So you got to remember, when you got Cash Money, everybody come to the club with a Cash Money shirt, but everybody ain't Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj, and them
Right.
people that's on the stage.
Right.
You have 60 people in the club, though.
Okay.
Everybody that with Master P used to come out with 100 people. Everybody wasn't
Yeah.
rapping as No
Your
Limit
entourage,
Soldiers, but they
you see.
all No Limit Soldiers. So that's one thing where I have to straddle this line of understanding when people speak on BMF and then people speak on BMF Entertainment, which is my company.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
all right.
So that's the difference. The difference is BMF is worldwide. I mean, there's people that I don't even know that they BMF right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
I
guys
don't
are
even
so
know.
big that you used to have billboards here in Atlanta.
But see, this is another misconception, like you mentioned earlier, helicopters.
Yeah.
The helicopter was an aerial view from my video with Fabulous and E40. The billboards were promotion for my first mixtape, The World is BMFs. What happens is we let the media and the city officials or government officials, DEA, FBI, and you know, all of this, get a hold of it and brainwash the community. These guys are promoting drugs on billboards
that's
on the
what-
side of the
Yeah,
highway.
that's
We're
what
being
But that's
told.
not what that's what you were being told.
Okay,
if
so-
the people that know that were around back then, see, it's just like for your businesses that you own. You might take a billboard as promotion and put it on the side of the highway saying, hey, come over here to my business.
Right.
This wasn't come over here to a drug business.
That's what I
This
couldn't
was
understand.
go
I'm
ahead
like,
and pick
they
up
were
Blue Da
actually
Vinci.
allowed to advertise drugs, and this is what
That's
everything.
that's just how the government built up the hype, to get the indictments, and to turn people against us and things like that.
Okay.
It was never.
All
Come
right,
on
now,
now.
now this makes more sense because I'm.
We
just
got
like,
come
all right.
on. They got to give us more credit. I mean, for how we was moving and the amount of money that was being made, you got to give us more credit than to being that stupid. At the end of the day, it was my company, and my company bought these billboards not with drug money at all. See, because if things like that had to deal with my company was bought with drug money, the judge would have ordered this label to be non-existent. Period.
Okay.
At all. See, that don't work. You can't funnel drug money into a situation and it come out, in court cases and continue to run that business. It won't happen. But, I mean, I was smart enough, obviously, to go out and make money. Like in Miami from January to June, I promoted a club entitled Crowbar, which I grossed $566,000 that year, January to June of 2005. And that's just one venture alone. Something that stood up in court. Something that when they said, well, they saying y'all made all this money. Where was money coming from? Here, can I get these receipts, please, sir? Here. This is $500,000 in 6 months in 1 year, out of
Wow.
1 year. So at the end of the day, I was making money. I was selling mixtapes. I was out on the street grinding. I was on the tour bus. I was from state to state, city to city. That's how people really know who we are.
What's the name of your album? You also have an album.
I had an album that I dropped in 2006. It was Blue Da Vinci. It was self-titled. BMF Entertainment presents Blue Da Vinci, and that was on Koch. That was a record deal I was in. You understand what I'm saying? But it's just not as bad as once the media got a hold of it and people start putting out the books with false information in it, and it's just like when you was in elementary school and you did the one exercise. I'm going to tell you a secret in your
and
ear,
then
and by the
once it
time it
goes
gets to
around
the
the whole room,
it's something
totally
totally different. That's what I'm dealing with. But see, that's why I've been blessed with the opportunity to be able to sit here with you ladies and I do this worldwide. I do this on radio all the time. I'm on a radio tour right now where I'm clearing up a lot of the
All the
misconceptions.
Okay.
And now you're here on Real Talk with
And it's Real
April
Talk.
and Taylor.
And
Straight
clearing
up,
up a lot of
ATL, this is Real
misconceptions.
Talk.
yes.
Real Talk with Blue Da Vinci.
This has been a great interview. Like I said, I'm just glad to see how when you said turn around. And one
Right.
thing that I'm a true believer in is that, when people have made a choice to turn around, audience, viewers, you really need to let the past go and let people move forward. And as he says, he speaks to, the youth, he speaks to other people, he's
Oh, yeah.
trying to correct, us as well. And the thing is that you need to embrace it and see what he's doing for everybody right now and not what was in the past. So I just want to say to
I mean, but at the end of the day, I still do want people to recognize and understand what went on in the past, because that's the only way that they'll respect me for what I'm doing now.
right.
You understand what I'm
No,
saying?
and I have great respect.
You know, that's the only way. Like I have kids that I speak to, that I mentor. I just, this past Christmas, I just did a crazy toy drive on the east side of Atlanta. And I mean, I dealt with Mattel and did like $10,000 worth of
All the
toys.
stuff that
That's
we've
exactly.
heard and researched.
We don't see this. You don't
We
hear
didn't
the
hear
good.
any of
You
that.
don't hear the good.
Yeah, of course, they don't want to put that out. You'd have to really be following me. See, what you're doing is you following the streets and trying to figure out what everybody's saying. But once you start following the individual, then you'll see, oh my God, look at this. You can just go to my Instagram page. Look at his Instagram page. There's pictures up everywhere. Pictures with me with the kids.
How can people
Dates.
follow you on Twitter?
Yes, let us
Follow me on Twitter at Blue Da Vinci, at BLEUDAVINCI. Same thing for Instagram, same thing for Facebook. It's Blue Da Vinci all over the place.
And you heard it first here on Real
Respect
Talk.
the unexpected.
And you've heard it from Blue Da Vinci himself. So
It's real
please
talk.
respect everything that he says, believe in what he's doing. And like I said, I just thank you for coming here and clearing up the air, educating me as well.
No,
as Taylor
I
has-
appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
And-
so now we actually know that you've brought one of your artists
The
along with
singer.
you, and we want to bring him on. So if you guys stay tuned, we'll be right back with
David
more
Gray's coming
BMF
up.
entertainment.
Let's go.
And that's Real Talk.
Okay. Welcome back to Real Talk.
With April and Taylor. Okay, we're here with David Gray, one of Blue Da Vinci's new and upcoming artists here. Can you just let our viewers know exactly, what your forte is? Tell us what you're doing and your any singles coming out, what you're doing tour-wise.
Well, we just did a radio promotional tour, just like Blue was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And now, our next show is, March?
April 5th.
April 5th, Detroit. So we got that going on. So right now we're just trying to turn.
Where in Detroit? So
Yeah,
our
where-
Detroit listeners can.
Yeah, so they can find you.
I don't know. I would have to look at the calendar. I'm
Okay.
at a point right now where they saying, okay, you're going to be on the bus on this day. You'll be in Detroit this day. You'll be here this
Crazy.
day. I just get off the bus and do my thing, get back on, go to sleep with my puppy.
Okay, so
We had the dog on tour.
Wow.
So that says a lot about him. Okay.
It's a pit, though.
Oh, okay. So
That says a lot more about it,
that
too.
says a lot more.
And what is your dog name, Blue?
Da Vinci.
What else?
Da Vinci? Oh, how cute.
Okay, so you will be in Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
but tell us a little bit more about your music.
And who you
where
are as an artist.
Yeah, and where can they listen to your music online? Or
I know our viewers are going to want to know this because you guys are sporting all this amazing jewelry. Okay, the watches. Are
the
these
watches, the
custom?
necklace, the
Yeah, these are all
Yeah.
custom pieces.
All right, and
The ring is custom. It was made for me, both rings.
mhm.
The watch, the bezel, the watch was already made, but the band was made too, but the bezel and the side of the watch, see, like
so that's change. You could change
I
it.
have different bezels for my watch.
Oh.
I have one more sophisticated bezel
Mhm.
that I could, take off with not so
Oh,
many diamonds
wow,
Okay.
nice.
on it, right? And then they just make them,
Mhm.
so we could go ahead and swap them out when I'm doing something exquisite, and
Mhm.
going to dinner or
Gotcha.
something.
Now,
I
is
can
that
tone it
platinum?
down.
Yeah.
This is white gold.
That's white gold.
Mhm.
Okay.
You should go.
And
So
do
what
you
is
mind-
this?
Do
What
you
is
mind me
this?
asking how much something like that will go for?
Well, I'm not sure.
You're not
because
sure because
I don't pay for them.
you don't pay for them. You're blessed. Okay.
Right.
And he got this.
You
for
know,
me.
once you get to a certain, BMF was known for jewelry,
Okay.
money and cars. That's what we known for. So, at this point, you got a lot of people that want to come in and try to do some cross promotion. And what they do is, you're a businesswoman,
Right.
what they do is they'll dress us up in something or something like that, and we'll
Yeah.
get out and blast them. Yo, I got this from this person and this from this person. See, I'm still waiting for somebody to come through now, so I'm not saying no name. But had I got my pieces already, I would have been like, hey, everybody go and check out
and
this
give a shout
person
out
and
to
this.
who they are and
Right.
stuff.
So,
Wow.
Okay.
I'm a businessman at
Got
the end
it.
of the day. I
At
don't
the
know
end
what
of
they
the
thought,
day.
but I'm a businessman.
I got you on that one. So
Wow.
your pieces are ready. Some more shoes.
Exactly. They be calling us. We
Louis
see.
don't play like that.
For the check.
Yeah, Louis, they don't care.
Alright,
Are we
Oh,
rolling?
Oh, we was. Oh.
whatever.
okay, so we just got done talking about the jewelry.
So we just got, and are you gonna be able to like grace us with maybe a couple of notes of your voice, or do we have to catch you? You're this good looking, guy sitting here, and I know the women are just like wanting just to hear just 2 notes.
He
just
hasn't
something.
said much. Just
Because you
tell us
haven't-
tell us about yourself. How did you get started? How long have you been singing? When did you become a part of BMF Entertainment?
Well, I started singing.
Okay.
I started singing at in the church and stuff like that. So
Okay.
my mother forced me really to sing.
Okay.
So so I started singing in the church and
And then I had also asked, where did your dancing come from? Because I hear you're an amazing dancer.
definitely self-taught.
Self-taught?
Taught myself how to dance, watching plenty of Michael Jackson.
I've actually seen him on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
I
something
think
that-
he'll give Usher a run for his money.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Even though I learned some stuff from him too.
Okay.
But
Well, I know one thing that the women are going to want. Now, are you single?
definitely singing.
Definitely single.
Wow.
Definitely
Okay.
Ladies, you better follow him. Where can they find you on Twitter?
Where can they find you at?
It's David Gray RNB.
As in N as in Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, David, can you tell us just one more time where your followers can follow you at?
David Gray RNB.
NB as in nice.
Yes.
Like, nice looking at you. Okay, we're gonna take this time just to tell and say to both of you, we thank you so much for being on Real Talk. Blue, I really appreciate you coming here and squaring up, and letting us know that there's more behind you than what the street is portraying you to be. I'm very impressed. I wish you nothing but the success with your music, what you're doing with the community. When you said about the children, that touched my heart with the, doing the toys and everything. And Dave, I hope that, you follow Blue and as he mentors you and gets you to where you want to be. I just wish you guys both the success and everything that you're doing here.
And I as well.
And Taylor?
Let me ask you, Blue, do you have any other artists besides David and Tobias Tate that you would like to mention that's up and coming?
I have Calico Jones. That's at CalicoJonez. And another artist by the name of Marquis as well.
So are there any women, up and coming
where's
women
the
that's
women?
going to be on
You
your
know
label?
what? It's crazy. I'm in the middle of figuring out this reality TV show, and they're forcing me to pick up some women.
I rap a little bit. Testing my mic. 1 2 1 2. Real talk.
Okay.
Go
It's hard
ahead.
to bring the women around my guys because my guys is swagged up, they halfway decent looking. It's always an issue when
It's always an
females
issue?
come around and try to do some work or do something like that.
A dynamic duo right here. We
Well,
could be
maybe
a
you
rap
need to get a
artist.
mother in the house to,
Yeah.
keep it.
Mothers can. Mothers ain't gonna land. These guys ain't playing. Like,
Wow.
These guys ain't playing. So
Okay, well, I want to see a female, come up under you. 'Cause I know that
Definitely.
you could definitely take her to another level. And like I said,
I
because,
definitely see it in the future, though.
oh, good. Well, ladies, like I said, stay tuned. You need to keep up with both of these men here. And like I said, once again, it's been a pleasure. This has been Real Talk, and I'm just I'm excited to have had you here.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. If you by any chance want to just bless us with a piece of your jewelry to leave for us to.
I got a piece of the jewelry. I got a little broke piece that came off the bracelet.
Did he say broke piece?
car.
Oh,
I'll
look,
give you that
ladies, David letting me rock the little. No,
Okay,
I'm not gonna
see-
say little.
See,
But
they went
I
in-
know, I can't-
David let Taylor rock it, but unless I'm gonna
don't
have
know
it,
how
I'm
to
not
do
gonna
it.
even
Help
put
me,
it on.
David.
So you go ahead and rock
How do
that
I
for
do
the
it?
few seconds.
How do-
You'll see
no.
the few seconds that you go. This is your 15 minutes of fame right here.
This is my 15 minute. I don't know how. And I'm rocking a. What's the name?
She doesn't even know how to rock it. So
Oh, please! I just had to get it fast, and I'm rocking
so you
Gucci.
rocking it?
I'm blinged out.
okay.
Ooh, get cameras. You got this?
Well, can you
I need to up
is
close.
this an okay segment?
This is an okay.
All right. Is it okay to sit up here and rock a watch that you can't fasten? Let me know.
I can-
Okay.
You should be playing cards, right?
And with that, let's close out this segment. And like
We're gonna-
I said, it's been amazing. It's been fun, Taylor. I
has.
enjoyed this.
I had
And
a
this has
wonderful
been
time today.
Real talk, real talk.
With April and Taylor. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again. We look forward to seeing you guys next weekend, same time, same place.
Okay, and it's okay.
Atlanta means history. Atlanta means prosperity. Atlanta means
it's home, and
everything.
it's where I wanna be.
And
voice your opinion?
As far as a lifestyle.
Opportunity.
All the great places, a place to raise a family,
Atlanta's my
and,
liberty.
and it's
Makes
a community
people
that has all
have a
kinds of
voice, and
outlets
it lets
for
people be
to
able to
express
express
themselves. From
themselves.
artists
Best people I've ever met in my life, and had some of my favorite companies.
Don't let Atlanta be silenced. Save our voices. Save People TV.
We're going to welcome Blue. We
A-Town down.
Are we recording?
We
Are we recording?
Oh, you know what?
Come on, John. They're not recording. We need to put that one on too. Ooh, bling, bling, bling,
Bling
bling.
it out, okay? Wait a minute, can I bling this? I'm a mink lady, all right? So go
I
ahead.
heard that. I know that's right.
Well, I'll rock rock, the mink, and the bling bling. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in with Real Talk with April and Taylor.
Until next time, keep tweeting us, keep following us, and we thank you for, just joining us in on this episode with Blue Da Vinci and
David Gray.
I can't see it because
I was going to Ray, but I just said Gray. Okay, sorry.
Let's get this right. After he has his watch on your arm, get it together. All right.
You ready for it back?
I will be ready for it.
You ready for your watch back?
You rock it. You rock it out.
Neck hit. We are.
Okay.
And our new website. Do you guys have a website? Blue Da Vinci?
Do you have a website? Okay.
Do you want people to go there?
Okay.
No,
No,
you're
you're
going
gonna
to tell
say
them. No,
You
no,
gonna say
you're
it.
going to tell them. You're going to tell them. Oh, he just rolled his eyes at me like real hard.
Blue, can you go ahead and give us our websites and
No, that ours. His.
give us yours? Right now? Blue, could you go ahead and give the viewers your website so they can follow you with the website as well?
Well, I actually follow him on website.
Okay, they can
but
check him out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Maybe some of his music is on there. And you heard it
And
from
you-
Blue Da Vinci and David Gray. And you can also find Real Talk.
What's wrong, Taylor?
You
You
can
can find
find-
us at, go ahead.
www.realtalkapriltaylor.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at RTLK, April and Taylor. We look forward to all of your tweets, your okays, your not okays. And hey, if you'd like to be on the show, definitely tell us a reason of why you think you would be a good guest. And if we think it's great, we'll follow it with you.
And we will bring you on. So live stream,
Livestream.com/April and Taylor.
and this was an okay segment.
Okay?